Welcome to the Next Chapter Experience podcast with Jeanette Blissett. Thought leaders explore the mindset, wellness, and wealth needed to realize next level transformation. Let's get started. I think it's chapter 3 of your book. You talk about the reason why there are certain things in your life that trigger you. And you talk about 3 buckets that you can put these things in: control and influence and accept.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit more about that.
It's a really wonderful tool to make sure that we're not wasting our mental, emotional energy unnecessarily, because in any given day, we've only got so much energy. And at the end of the day, we're depleted and we need to sleep and we need food and water. And so we don't have spare energy to waste. I think if we can be more clever about where we're putting our mental, emotional energy, I think that's a good thing. CIA is an acronym, and C stands for control, like you said. I stands for influence and A stands for accept. So if I've been triggered, or if I'm worrying about something, if I find myself in any sort of angst, frustration, then I'll look at that which I'm frustrated about and I'll put it into one of those 3 categories. Can I control this thing? If I can control it, if it's within my control, then I'm going to give it everything I've got to make it better, to amend it, improve it, or get rid of it if I've got control over it. But most things, and especially everything externally, we can't actually control. So if I can't control it, I'll look at it and say, have I got any influence over this particular thing? And then I'll get quite specific. If I think I've got 10% influence, it only gets 10% of my worry. If I think I've got 80% influence, it gets 80% of my angst. And if I can't control it and I've got no influence over it, it goes straight into the accept basket. And when something's in the accept basket, it gets nothing. I'm not going to give it any of my energy. I'm going to fully just accept it. And there's a massive chunk of stuff that can go straight into the accept basket. And that's everything in the past. Can't control it. It's happened. Can't influence it. It's done. Right? So I am going to accept everything that's happened in the past. Now, the practice itself is simple, but it's not easy because we have these complex, persistent monkey brains. And what I've found, Jeanette, is that like anything, when we practice it over time, we get better at it. And it's interesting with the neuroplasticity and the way our neurons end up, quote unquote, wiring together with repetition. As you practice acceptance over time, you get better at it. When I put something in the accept basket now, I don't think about it again. And I find it fascinating that we can use the plasticity of the neurology of our brains, our minds, and we can improve the quality. We can curate the quality of our minds.